Alright, so what's going on YouTube? This is part 2. Taking the intake manifold off to see if I need to replace the gaskets or the intake manifold itself. So I've been kind of working all morning on this. Just kind of give everybody a quick overlay of what's going on. Basically, I had to remove the throttle body, which was sitting here. It's pretty self-explanatory. You know, just get the hoses off that you need to get off, or whatever. Real quick, this little vacuum line right here that's connected to the EGR valve. This vacuum line actually goes. I got my fuel rail sitting over here, but it goes right here to the I got it flipped over, but this is the fuel regulator sensor. Let's see here if I got it. Anyways, there it is. So basically, when I got it off, the nipple broke off on it. There's a picture of the sensor right there, but it broke off. So luckily, I had a lifetime warranty at O'Reilly's, and they gave me another one, and I had to pull the piece of plastic out of that. So just be careful with that. Secondly, one thing I encountered when I unbolted the EGR from the throttle body, which has two bolts right here and here, this one came off. You know, it took a lot of pressure, but I was able to get it off with a 10mm socket. But this one right here stripped, and I used like a 13/32 kind of thing, and it also stripped. So I went to O'Reilly's, paid $30, got a bolt retriever set, and it worked amazing. I'll show you guys what it is. It's this little set right here. Looks like these little bolts. Anyways, it comes with also a 10mm in there. Looks like that on one side. It's a 3/8 drive. It works amazing. Basically, after you break it loose, then you gotta tighten it back down to kind of unlock it, pull the pressure off. Then you can get your 10mm socket and it'll actually grab it and get it off. I've used it to actually break a lot of these bolts free. But anyways, fast forwarding through all this, there's videos that can show you the detailed steps on how to take this apart. It's really not hard, just meticulous. Also, I recommend when you're taking stuff apart that you organize all your parts and bolts, because there's a lot that you got to put back together. So I got my throttle body. I call this the demon bracket because it was a pain in the ass. This bolt back here to get off. You can do it with a 15mm socket or a wrench. And then I got the passenger side bracket. Got the fuel rail. So yeah, you guys can. It's not hard, but the whole point of this video is to see if I need to replace the manifold or the gasket. Now, I want to show you something right here that I think possibly. I'll put my screwdriver in there. Right in here, this is rubber. And this is where my leaks were coming from. So what I'm thinking that's the gasket in there. So hopefully, all I need to do is take this thing off and replace this gasket. As you can see, it's clearly broken there. This is rubber just kind of moving around in there. And my leaks were all coming from back here. So, yeah, we're going to see. And I mean, you get all this fluid back here because when it leaks, it shoots up, and it gets all over everything. But, we'll see. I'm about to take it apart. I got the intake manifold bolts off. 1, 2, and I was actually missing one right here, so I don't know if anybody else is, but this car was missing a bolt there in this spot. And you got one back here you got to take off. And you got 4 on the other side, plus your front bolts. Take off the thermostat bolts. They're long ones. Pull your thermostat out with a little flathead screwdriver. Pretty easy. Make sure you get your coil packs out of there. You can see inside my spark plug wells, there's still liquid in there because obviously I got a leak. So I'm about to pull this thing off and see what's going on. So here we go. See if I can set my camera up. Maybe y'all can see, I don't know. Yep, this is gonna be a pain in the ass. Oh yeah. Get these bolts out of here real quick. Got them loose. Oh, there it goes. This cable running through here, I don't know what it goes to. See if I can unplug this. I don't know, I might be able to get around it. So let me pry it up right here. Out of here. Throw this hose out of the way. There we go. This cable's out of the way over there. That cable out of the way over there. Shit, what did I break? Some kind of ground cable back there. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that EGR is gonna be a bitch. I left it there, so apparently this thing breaks really easy, and I don't want to fucking break it. There we go. Come on out of there. Come on out of there, baby. Got it. Damn, look at all that coolant down there. Okay, as you guys can see, here it is inside after I removed the intake manifold. I got a lot of damn coolant down in there. This was a part of the heat shield or something that broke off. I don't know. Oh, there's where that cable goes. Connector down in there. I got these pieces down in here that... Alright, so what they say you're supposed to do before you do anything else is put toilet paper or something in these holes. Now these gaskets over here, that gasket just clearly came out whenever I pulled it off. So here's the intake manifold. See if we can notice anything. It's cracked around here. Yep. So there's where it's leaking from. Right there. and right there you can see. And this shit right here, it's cracked. It's just a heat shield, so it's not really detrimental, I don't think. But the coolant was leaking from here, so let's go ahead and flip this thing over. Have a look at it. Yeah, the gaskets came out on that side. But let's see here. So I don't know if that's the actual part of the manifold itself, you know, which I think it might be. It's some rubbery shit though. I think what I'm going to do is remove these bolts right here, here, and here. See if I can figure out what this is. Because this is some rubber crap, dude. I think I can replace that. I think I can. Might be able to, so. It's also over here. See the same things. Rubber crap. But I want to try to salvage this manifold and not pay $240 if at all possible. So, let me take this gasket up. There we go. Just set this one to the side. Okay, so I'll let you guys know in a second what's going on with it. See if I can take this apart real quick.